Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Anant Chaudhary, a rising junior at Monte Vista High School, coming back again with another statistics video. Today, our goal is to start Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is picturing distributions with graphs. And we're going to get into everything involved with this chapter in this video. But first, I want to get into what we talked a little bit about in the last video. So let's just have a short little recap over here. So what we talked about in the last video was what statistics is. Statistics is the science of learning from data, and data itself is numbers with meaning. This is a very important concept and will definitely drive our whole chapter 1. So let's talk about individuals and variables, the main thing, the first part of our chapter 1. So let's get into individuals first. Individuals seems pretty self-explanatory, but I'll explain it again just in case. So individuals in statistics are objects described by a set of data. So this could be, like, for example, if I take a carton of eggs, as seen in the example shown here, in the carton of eggs, the egg itself is what is the individual, because we are going to be describing the egg. So if we talk about anything referring to the egg is the individual, because that is what we're going to be describing. Now, if we take a look at what variables are, the other thing I mentioned in the beginning, variables are actually any characteristic of an individual. So let's say we go back to the egg example. If we look at the eggs, they can have, let's say, different weights. But see, such as the picture in below, we have around 5-6 different eggs. They all can have different weights. Now, since the weight is the characteristic of the egg, it does become a variable. So that is indeed what a variable is. And next we're going to move on to the different types of variables that there are. So the two different types of variables that we do have are going to be, wait, let it show up here in just a sec. So the two different types of variables that we will be having are going to be categorical and quantitative. And we're going to get into the main differences in the categorical and quantitative types of variables. Now remember, these are variable types, and variables help describe data along with individual describing data. So again, you could think of them as mini subsections. So let's start off by getting into what categorical data is. Categorical data is places that are like kind of putting individuals into groups based on its characteristics. In this case, we have two eggs, brown and white, and they're put into different categories because of the different colors, but they're not numerical values. But now let's take a look at quantitative data. Quantitative gives a different value for each characteristics. And in the case given below, we have two different sized eggs, which will have different weights, which means different numerical values. So in that case, we have two different, numerical characteristics, which makes it a quantitative data. And so that is actually what we have in this chapter, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.